All right, good evening, Pirates. We are back for another exciting series of games here at Oviedo Mall, the Versus Games here on Tuesday night. Alex, how you doing?
I'm good. How
Yeah,
about you?
yeah. Testing some OP08?
Oh, I mean, a little bit,
Yeah,
here and
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Here and
More,
there.
more or less, I've just like reassembled older decks like Red Ace and just touched them up a little
Yep.
bit. But a
hmm
lot of things for me are on like I think as Eggman put it, as like the waiting lobby for starter decks.
Yep. Yep.
It's just like I have a lot of things that just get powered up in about a month. Hey, Chef Sopa, Chef. I'll get English down one day. So like Dofi is in my rotation. That's also kind of shelved for the moment because it's starter deck stuff comes out, changes it. Purple Luffy, same. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we have for like second week at Versus, OP08 wise,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I believe Mark's out there. Mark's getting us set up for our players, get them straightened out. And I think we have a familiar face in round one. If you've been a regular here on the channel, Vex will be joining us on stage, this time with a slightly different yellow deck.
Yeah. Something that I actually kind of pressured him into playing.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Pressure.
Just because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah. What is it? You want to tell them?
No, we'll see
No?
in a second.
Okay. Well, they know it's partly. Know it's partly yellow.
Suspense.
But then I was asking myself, what did Tyler play something yellow last week?
Yes, I think he played
Did he
cat.
play cat?
I think
Or did he play
cat.
Caligara?
No. I think he played pudding.
Oh yeah.
Pudding.
Pudding. That's right. Pudding. Yeah. If you know Tyler, aka Vex, he's a yellow enthusiast. He just is. Maybe a degenerate to others, but I think he'll be bringing us some newer spice from OP08 that you won't forget.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
We had a couple of practice games, and I'm just like, yeah, let's just go in here. I don't know what any of this does. Just that was my problem always with the purple Baroque work stuff. I'm just like, yeah, sure. I acknowledge that that's a deck, but I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, comma away? Sure. you got it. You tell me what happened, because obviously we don't see that much of those cards out there in the meta game, but maybe that changes at the very least.
No, we're about to start. We're about to
Versus.
start Goblin. I think Mark is just setting everything up.
Yeah,
in
pull
the
up.
front.
Yeah. We're just hanging out here. Good to see you virtually. Hope you are well.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And then I know our first round opponent.
Yeah.
It's Vex.
Okay.
And then Ben.
And Ben. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I know he's a familiar face. Around One Piece.
Okay.
But I don't think I've ever actually seen him play.
Yeah, same. For me personally, it's like I've always heard his name around, right? I've seen him quite a few, but I've never seen him play. And I know he's like very heavily. I think to say judge is just like the least of it, right? And he's crazy involved,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So definitely someone who knows.
Head judge.
Yeah.
That's the
Definitely
thing.
someone who knows what he's doing. He's seen a couple of these cards before, rocking a really neat hat. Look at that hat. And then we have Vex, our returning champion.
Yep. And then
Yep, it's official. It's official, folks. Pudding versus Vex's purple yellow Croc, aka the Lakers Croc, aka there's 1,000 names that deck has, I feel.
Yeah, which I mean, with that search, I mean, we can kind of guess what kind of croc this is.
Yeah. So you see some new OP08 stuff in there, didn't you? With that first pudding search. Now those are Big Mom Pirates, as I'm aware, aren't they? I'm just gonna call them the chickens for a lack of a better term.
Yep, that's in my opinion, I call this deck, croc fillet.
Croc fillet.
Or what was it?
As we were just discussing, like knowing all of the cards here, this one perplexes even Ben.
Like,
even he had to do a double take there and go, "Wait a sec, I'm fairly confident, but let me just double check that."
Yeah. So, but yeah, so this I go by many names in this one. Croc fillet.
Yeah.
Raising crocs.
Raising Crocs. And I know this is like a deck that's been like some people's like pet deck. They always want this deck to succeed, but it never really gets the tools, or there's a boogeyman deck keeping this out of the format. So we got purple yellow versus, of course, another purple yellow in the pudding. So we'll get to see how these color combinations interact. Similar cards in the card pool, but not the same complete list, of course.
Yes, yes. Another good one is
KFC
KFC Croc. Yes.
Very good, very good. Leaving that Don up there, maybe feigning some. I don't know how early these Okama ways could be, but maybe. And we see Ben over here doing a fairly simple turn. He's already revealed us his top two, so he's ramped, and he's just playing a Sanji, a simple Sanji for 4.
Yeah, yeah. Not a bad turn in my opinion for Pudding.
Solid. We know what we're doing probably on next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we've searched another chicken. Alex, you know these chickens much better than I do.
Yes.
So maybe are we and Ben and Ben's doing another read through of all right, so that's what that chicken does. Could we see one come down here on what's it? There's 4 or 5 Dawn left. 4 now.
For 4 Dawn, you could see one go down, which would be the I think it's a 3 cost 4K blocker. And that one is on KO. Put down a 5 cost.
Okay.
I believe.
Interesting that we saw the swing there with Vivi, and we're gonna see a counter for one from Ben, not wanting to take that free hit, which is usually a blocker. I understand that Vivi-chan.
Miss Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is then.
Yes.
And we saw a chicken come down. So is that the one you were referring to? The
Yes.
3 drop?
The 3 drop, I believe that's 4K Baron Tamago.
Mark just joining us has now been smitten by the chickens.
Yes, he is currently going to town for some chicken.
It would be funny if he was chowing down on some wings, you know.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of one of his catchphrases off the top of my head.
Which one?
Baron Tamago.
Oh, I have no idea what any of his catch.
I just know like, always heard the
Hit us with your best quotes from the chickens.
I was like
El Pollo Hermanos.
oh my god.
Yo, shout out Vince Gilligan real quick.
Huh?
Shout out Vince Gilligan.
Oh
One
yeah.
of the best TV series ever.
Oh yeah.
There's the cat.
El
And
Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco. I like that too. Gonna see the ramp of that Dawn. Do we see him? We see a mom in the hand, right, for Ben?
Yes,
There's
there's
some high rarity stuff in there.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Bon.
Cinnabon. That sounds
Bon.
funny. I'll do a little surge event. Maybe looking for another mom. At the very least, there's a Charlotte Katakuri in there for some counter. Do a quick double check of the hand. If we have some counter, maybe we'll go for top end. So it's just a bunch of shenanigans on Vex's side. That's what Croc always looked like to be. It does a lot of cheeky things. Leave a Dawn up. It'll protect itself with 4K, and then redirect your attack elsewhere. It's shenanigans.
Yep.
Shenanigans.
All shenanigans.
Will they be enough against the
Extra bold
pudding?
today.
He didn't.
He did get a haircut.
Got a
He
did
did
get a
get
haircut.
He
Yeah.
just got back from a wedding. Yeah.
That's right. You had to go cameo for a wedding.
Congratulations to our good friend Wilfredo getting married this past weekend. Shout out the homie.
Yep, that is my dad.
Oh my god, guest appearance by Rob Frazee.
We're seeing Tyler here separate some Dawn out there. Are we gonna see a Croc, perhaps? No, he's set 2 Dawn aside there. Okay, we're swinging with Vivi again. Okay. Let's keep chipping away at putting here. I like it. Forcing the top or a block. Ben thinking twice. And I expect to let this go. It seems that
He's
way.
thinking about it. He's like,
I expect him to let this one go. I think it's fine. And I think it was a Bond Clay.
Yep,
Mr.
that was
Two?
Bon Clay. Yep.
Now, will Tyler swing again with something small or use that Dawn up there? Looks like he's wanting to separate 3. Another simple 5 to life. Will we event? Will we block? Will we counter? We will find out here in just a few short seconds. I think we're going to counter. I don't think there's a world where Ben takes this life. Then, of course, here he can go ahead and I guess you could one way to get around these chickens, right? I understand that they have a lot of on KO effects, so the
Yep.
9-drop mom can't always just put them in life, right? And gonna get
Yes.
get around them like that.
Yes.
Oof, and we see Kikunojo come down. So a bunch of things that you just don't want to fight into.
Mm-hmm. Ben reading Kikunojo again.
Well, like
Another card.
the interaction of the life, perhaps. I guess it's been a while for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I do remove this, what happens? Of course, if you to say mom the Kikunojo here, that also gets around its effect since it's not KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what else in terms of removal Ben might have. I don't know. Like if he plays it is purple, so if there's a rogue 9-drop Kaido.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few cards you could play.
All right, we're seeing some things. Croc ability.
Yeah, he
Went on opponent's attacks.
yeah. So he went ahead and used Miss Wednesday's ability to return a Dawn, set 1 active with Miss Wednesday, and then get another Dawn active with his leader effect.
It's pretty crazy when you look at it. And there's a 10 mom coming down.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, losing the
Ooh.
Yamato.
Losing the Yamato.
Which, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. He could have, because he lost the Yamato, he could have KO'd the Sanji, I guess.
These 2 chickens on board are blockers, yeah?
Yes, they're
Okay,
both
so it's not the
blockers.
worst situation for Ben right now. Is then like he has 3 able swinging bodies,
Mhm.
excluding the leader. Vex doesn't. And so in that regard, Ben's all right. Vex is starting with a 5K. I expect Ben to counter this one. You think he might? Tyler may swing 6 or 7 with the second attack.
Listen, if the head judge does it, I'm not gonna question the head judge.
It's a fast way to get like DQ'd. I am the head judge.
Yeah, like what happens if you call a judge on Ben? Does it just cancel out?
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, you're right. I did the mistake."
You get order 66 or something. Like you get taken. Yeah. Oh, he actually he countered that. Yeah, he took the second swing.
Mhm.
That's very fast. Oh, and we have a 10-drop ace officially hitting the board here. So I was wondering, yeah, what kind of because Ben's gonna end this game with like more big drops, right? So like then Tyler doesn't have that much of the mid-range presence here, and now we've introduced a big boy to the board, the 10-drop ace, getting in there with that high stat, pressuring the Charlotte Linland maybe. We'll see what happens. But it is a big number. You only have 2 life left. And Vex has 3. 2 blockers. We're going with an aggressive 12. On KO, block, return a Dawn, summon another chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 5/7?
Yes, that I believe.
Or is it a 6/7?
I think he's a 5/6.
5/6?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
and
that
then,
was the other chicken.
Yeah, and then it becomes a 6/7, I believe.
But this one is not a blocker.
That's unsleeved, by the way.
Oh, that's crazy. Ben is playing with a unsleeved pudding.
Yes. Yeah. The only blocker is the 3-drop 4K.
Okay. course, we did see the block from the 12. So what will Vex do about a naked 7? Will you let that go? Yep. Trigger? Nope. Couldn't tell if it was no. Okamawe has a trigger, right? So like, he
Yeah.
probably would have. Yeah.
And I think he already had an Okamawe in
I think
hand.
that was like a counter. Hopefully. I did see a 9 mom in there for Vex as well. And the 5 from the pudding is going to get countered. We still have 1 blocker up. 10 Dawn.
I think he's going to play the 9 mom.
You think it'll take out the blocker or the Kikunojo?
I think.
I'm not sure how important the latest chicken is.
I think he might get rid of the 5 drop. Just so he doesn't have that body.
And of course we leave 1 up here with this move. And there we get to heal 1, putting us up to 3. With 1 Dawn left up open, I think that's the end of our turn as Ben. Probably leave that Sanji up. That ace is pretty threatening. Both decks kind of at this crossroads here. Both have done their thing. That's been made clear. They're both finding ways to make the push for game.
Okay, so he did put the Baron Tamago into life.
As you have foreseen. Oh, as the
That was the
blocker,
other one.
blocker.
Yeah.
Never mind. Does Vex have a second ace? I think I saw a 9 mom.
I think that is another ace.
Oh boy. Are we still gonna go with these 5s to life here? You have 1, 2, 3 things that can ably swing into. No, 4 things.
Yeah, that is another ace.
Yeah. Wow. Of course, it doesn't get its rush.
But he can go up to 4 life, which, I mean, in my opinion,
Vex
that's
is focused
pretty
on
good.
the board. We're gonna go 10 at that 7 Katakuri. Ben thinking about this, giving Tyler the you want my cat? Will I Sanji? Will I let you take the cat?
Sanji, okay.
Oh, yep. Valuing the pressure there of the 7K stat line. Now this 5 will go into lead. I feel like Ben will take this. Or actually, there's 2 more swings Ben could take, right? X outside of a... Yep, he'll take it going down to 2. And he'll take a 6K swing here. And I expect a counter out of this one as well, but I don't think I see a 2K.
I do see there is a flampe.
Flampe? Okay.
Yeah, I do think he does. Oh, okay.
Oh, we are taking it, and it is going to be a 6. So you think ace is coming down?
Yeah, I do think the ace is
9.
No.
Okay, and then what do we get rid of here? The Katakuri and heal. Vex will go up to 4, and Ben will go back up to 2 as Katakuri is placed to the bottom of Ben's life. Who knows what that top card is, but it may be a dud. Ben may run out of hand, and maybe that's the path to a victory for Vex. You know, whittling down Ben as much as we can. There is just, you know, one 10 drop on the board, but there's also a 9 beside it.
Maybe hoping if he swings into life, you know, maybe I had more trigger bodies.
This is a pretty good board state, though, as Vex. So we've established, well, and partly due to him as well, he has more life. He also has a board that's forcing Ben to respect.
Mm-hmm.
Ben is kind of I'm on the ropes here unless I do something crazy, you know, and get momentum back. 12 at ace.
That's 14.
14. 14.
Which does.
We
It's
have
not
one
a
Dawn
lot
up.
of. Yeah, one done. Okay, so we're going to Okama Way.
Is
Where are
that
we
+4?
No, Okama Way
Oh,
redirect.
redirect.
So now he's trying to think, do I want to redirect into the Kiku?
But he's at 4 life, Vex. Vex is at 4 life, so
Mhm.
redirecting Kiku would be no good.
He does get one standing Don back, which I think he is forgetting.
From the leader ability or the Okama way?
The leader ability. Yep, he is forgetting about it. It's fine. I don't think it really matters.
Will Ben continue to focus down on this ace then?
I think that's what he's deciding here. Should I try to keep going at board?
Double checking the chicken.
Mhm.
All right, so if I swing into this, that's bad. If I swing into this, that's bad. So this Croc deck is kind of, you know,
It's kind of
it's
interesting.
kind of begging for some respect here, you know.
Just saying, maybe Croc is the better purple yellow deck.
Whoa, big words, big words.
No, I still
He almost put 2 on there. He almost
yeah.
put 2 on there, Ben.
I still think Pudding is the better deck. Yeah, okay, so they just remembered here.
In fairness, like, yeah, I think like you said, you talked Tyler into playing this deck tonight, so he
Mhm.
does not, you know.
Yeah, I think he only had like
These are really
maybe
cool
5 reps
interactions. There
in.
are a lot of little ones, you know. You
Yeah.
don't want to mess them up because then your game is vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a 10,
Yep, that's a 10 edit.
giving up a 2K beige.
Interesting.
3 cards left in hand for Vex. It was low. Now a pudding swing for
6?
into what? Into the chicken? Into
The
Kiku. Okay. And now Vex has gone positive life-wise. Purple yellow Croc.
Yes.
Profiting a life.
I saw one video with the chickens and I said that chicken is good in Croc.
Look at all those chickens. It's just one. But it's mighty. And now on the crack back here. No, we're just going at life. Tyler's smelling blood. Ooh, beige the ace, boy.
Yep.
And that's good even if you were worried about your character. Because that's a 10K that's not going anywhere. So that's pretty lucky. Pretty fortunate for Ben there.
Yep. Not bad at all.
Not bad. Now, I mean, it's not like a 10-drop ace would rush here for Vex.
No, but adding another I guess body and
I think we're
life is
intending
good.
for life. What is that? It was a 6K base. We're going 10. We went 9 to start with. He
Maybe
took.
at Linlin. 10 and a 9, maybe.
I think he's going life. I think Tyler is thinking kill.
It could be, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. It could be.
I
just
have
kill.
5 life and pretty decent board. Let's see what happens.
Kind of just begs the question too, like, okay, if you just swing out into life, I'll just play another 10 ace.
We took the 9. We couldn't deal with that. There's a 1 in life. I think he's had that 0 cost in hand for a while, Ben. So we have 8K counter possible for sure. He takes it.
Take it.
Takes it. Can you deal with 11?
8.
That's 8. That's 9. Oh, that's yeah. We can. And
11,
there's yep.
And then 12.
12. Pass it over.
And I think that's 1 card in hand.
Correct.
Going into 2 here.
All right, Mama. One time.
I didn't see what it was. I think it was an ace.
Just turn those Dawn over, Ben.
I think it was an ace.
Oh. I can't tell, but it looked shiny. So how do you proceed? Board, right? Now if he's thinking all right, if I KO this chicken, what's coming up next?
Another chicken.
You got it. That might be Vex confirming that as well. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, that was an ace. Okay.
9 into 9? Yeah, we'll let that go.
2 cards in hand, and you have a 12K body. Sure, that's not a big deal.
There we go. Let's bring the chicken. On KO. Return 1 gets rammed back active. And we get the other boy. This one's not a blocker either, right? This one's just a 6/7?
Yep.
On KO gets the blocker chicken?
From hand.
From hand only.
Yeah.
See.
So
there's the ace coming down for Ben. Good. As expected. Yeah, I guess we just go into life now. Start giving Vex some hand.
I think that's an Okama Way, which I don't actually know what the trigger does for Okama Way. Oh, -1,
thought it
draw 2. That's actually
crazy.
good.
I thought it was just draw 1. I was like, I think it's just draw 1. But it's draw 2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Big swings coming down here. Oh, another Okama Way.
Yeah. And he did get the ace as well. Which
Ace can rush at 3.
he's at 2.
Right. You gain the life, right? And then
you do not have to gain life.
Oh, so yes, he can't rush on 3. Yep, and Ben is just gonna scoop it up, and the chickens got there.
The chickens took the game.
So many chicken. There's too many chicken puns till I get them all straight.
I know.
The chickens ran with it.
It's
dude.
great.
The chickens flew the coop. That's crazy. But also just like as you kind of said, like here's purple yellow Croc pulling up to purple yellow pudding, like the talk of the town, the fresh new deck on the block, and Croc's just coming in from like 2 or 5 sets ago, just going, "What's up?" With some new support from purple.
Yeah,
and chickens.
I do think the thing that kind of threw Ben into the frying pan was he went second. So going second as pudding is very difficult. You're not going to 10 first. So you're not playing your 10 mom first. You're not actually building your board from there. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why Ben kind of fizzled toward the end.
Yeah, I mean it is also. It's a pretty good strategy. I don't really unless let's pit it up against your typical tier 1 everything that's in the black meta card pool, but like. Let's see how it does, but it demands a board that needs to be respected. It's either the characters, you KO the character, something bad happens, or you go into my life, I trigger. So, anyways, let's go ahead and say hello, congratulate our players, and bring you guys round 2 here in just a sec. Stay tuned. And we're back with round 2 here, taking place in just a few short seconds as we get our overlays and stuffs on the technical side all done. Of course, Mark is typing away. And
marking.
We have Nightloaf and Dustpan taking the stage here in just a few short moments, getting our decks centered. It looks like Nightloaf is going to be on good old Lucci door, and I think we're still waiting to see what Dustpan is going to be on.
I think it's Zoro.
Zoro?
I think it's Zoro.
Oh, nice. I believe we had James do very well last week with the Zoro, right? The Zoro package, the new animal package in OP08, giving some new life to Zoro. So if you've been missing out on your aggressive red decks, they're back, and they're not bad. They're pretty good, Get in there, chopper it up. What's not to love? So we'll see here. It's black in memory here. Like I know this was like with the last Lucci leader that existed. Zoro was typically a good matchup against it. You didn't Black didn't back then didn't really love the really aggressive red stuff that existed then, with the aggression and all that. So now with the removal that the mono black has, will it be enough to kind of just chill? And you play a certain strategy against the Zoro to starve them, and then handle their characters accordingly with your removal. We'll see. We'll see if there's anyone that could definitely show us that strategy. It's going to be a Nightloaf over here. Gerald's a very good player, a local player to our scene, and we have Dustpan going to show us the shenanigans behind the Zoro.
Oh my.
Oh,
Uh,
is that Nightloaf just showing the first hand, or?
nope. That is his first.
Oh, that's a
with-
search.
Yep.
I see it there. Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, that's.
Not
my.
only did we get the first curve, I'm not sure that was ideal as Lucci.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Oh, Zoro just going to do a big old pass as well, basically. Not really much benefit to attaching the Dawn there, but nothing negative either.
Yeah.
Not a Nami, though. Oh, man, another Passaroni from...
Yeah, it makes sense. With the Zoro deck now, there is an event that lets you just play down a character for free. Basically.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, we're not going to attack into Zoro here like this and give him a card. We're going to force the cards to come out first, attack into them, remove them, and so on. So that event you were mentioning, that's when your opponent attacks.
Yes, it is. It is a counter card.
Mhm.
I just can't remember what it was.
And that plays a chopper.
That one actually right there that he just played.
Very good.
Yeah. So it searches. I believe it gets a Drum Kingdom. I might be wrong about that one.
Drum Kingdom or Animal.
Yeah.
Okay. And as we know, that's the Searcher chopper. Yeah.
Yes, and I don't actually know.
We're not going to see that stick around. Nope. Gerald's like, we're going to go Suru, reduce that. Brook, reduce that further. Okay, it's dead.
Yeah, I actually don't know if he did his search with it. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think we missed that as well. Meanwhile, Dustpan has about 9 cards in hand. I see a Nami Searcher in there now. Okay, and there it comes. Maybe this will find us another chopper, whether it's a blocker chopper or... Oh, big ol' whiff.
Nothing.
Are some of those choppers exclusively Drum Kingdom only? Non-Straw Hat?
I believe they're all Straw Hat.
I
believe they are.
Okay, but in that case, it looks like that was just a complete whiff. So that's 1, 5 Dawn left. 1 going on Zoro, 4 left. We're going 6 onto that 4K Brook, and Nightloaf's correctly protecting it here with Rebecca. Oh, wow. And with that 4 left, we're going to go ahead and play down an aggressive Kid Killer, which is only going to have 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only going to have 5, but this is still a 2K that we're forcing out of Nightloaf's hand.
Which I think he is going to go
I think we
ahead
pay
and go
for that.
it.
Yeah, I think we pay for that. Can't tell what it is. Is it a Khalifa? Oh, he's giving up 2 1s.
Why did I think
A
Khalifa was 2?
Spandine, and I'm not sure what that top card is, but
That's
bottom one's definitely Spandine.
It's a Khalifa.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Does he play the other Khalifa?
I thought that was a 2K.
They didn't factor in that.
Oh, it goes 6. It goes 6.
It goes 6.
Right.
Dodoy.
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to see Gerald go 7 into the killer. Yeah. We're going to... Oh, no, we lost to Moria. Not the best.
Yeah.
Not the best, but could be fine.
Oh, that's that life.
Okay, yeah. Oh, he reduced. He reduced.
Yes.
That's what it was. I thought that was signaling the Lucci there, but alas, no. Or the killer. Oh, the mean old dragon's coming down onto the Zoro.
Moya Bear, thanks for the follow.
Moya Bear. You know what I was thinking we were gonna see, right? Hiking bear. Have
Oh.
not seen any hiking bear.
Yeah.
I was excited for some hiking bear. This game has gone a different way.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I didn't yikes.
Whoops. Quick little fumble by Nightloaf there. It is fine. All is fine.
He loves playing on stream, by the way.
Yeah, I know he does not.
That was hard sarcasm.
Yeah, I know every time he's on stream he goes
Yeah.
Are we
His
gonna
exact
do a?
response is why.
It's
Every time.
That's chance, man.
just how it be sometimes.
A 5 lead first, then the 7. The 7 will connect.
Pay 1 for Ice Age.
So that thing should be at,
It should be a -6.
yeah, -6.
So yeah.
Yep, there's the Jack coming down for great new card, Jack. I love Jack.
Yeah.
Which is like, consistent draw power removal all in one card, something that the color black really needed. Could not, was really lacking on some support lately.
What do you do here? You play another one? Oh my.
What do you do about the second one?
Because it's
Oh,
fine.
we're going to Lucci.
Oh.
And we're going to go after your board here.
Really?
Yeah, interesting. A 9,
Why?
no, sorry, a 10 into 8, a respectable attack, but because you're thinking as this dustpan here, you don't really have a board. I need to actually deal with the crackback.
Which is really crazy to think, because like Zoro just
The first 2
creates a
turns were
board,
just
like,
pass,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
He never really got a, here's a confident, we're just going to take out the dragon. There it is. Hey, hiking bear.
That's a lot of hiking bear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we gonna grab. I can't remember what this.
Yeah, I can't remember its name either, but that thing gets it gets rush.
Yes, with
with
two
Dawn
Dawn.
X2.
2 Dawn, yeah. And he
And
counters out.
Counters out of the second swing.
I think that's 3 cards left, maybe 4.
No, counters out
And
of the Lucci
Dustpan's
swing.
hand.
Sorry, yeah. Mm,
What do you do here?
as Nightloaf or
Yeah.
as
Yeah, because you want to take out that dragon.
looks like he's targeting down the 2-drop. And we got a trash one. Yeah, gonna trash that Lucci. Nice. And a Sabo coming down. Not a ton of, I don't really think the Dustpan plays a Jet Pistol, but in that event, the Sabo spell is active, protecting the other characters on Nightloaf's side. Making a choice here of what to trash. Not a ton of cards left in hand, as you can see there on
Only
Nightloaf's
2.
side. Only two. It's not the best time to have a Sabo, but hey, we got to do something about protecting our board.
Yeah, but only 3 life as well.
We're going to go in with a quick 10. A quick 10 on the Jack. Dustpan truly wanting to take that Jack out.
Mean left. He's got a mean left. I'm not.
Left swing. Left
Oh.
hook.
Ha.
Will this end with Dustpan just like setting out a ton of characters?
It might. I don't think that's the right choice, though.
Just going for a simple 6? No. I might, what do you think? Take it as Nightloaf? Yeah. It might have been a Kuzan. Something non-counter. And there's another, now, oh, we hit the threshold now. It's going to get +2, so this is an 8. And he takes the 8. Chopper blocker comes down. 2 Dawn up. I guess that's it. Passing it back over to Nightloaf. This is not great. We have like 4 or 5 cards in hand here as Nightloaf. 1 mid-sized blocker. 2 weenies. Okay, gonna deal with the choppy blocky with the Kaku. That's a card that I don't think I put back in my my Lucci list, but I can see why it's still in there.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying the finger pistol, but I also haven't retouched up my Lucci list yet.
I mean, it's
For
a body.
08. Yeah,
It's a
still a
body, and
body.
I think
Yeah,
it does still have a counter. So I mean, it's not
yeah, it's
definitely
still
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, I can see it at a 1 for sure. I just really like finger pistol.
6 at life minus the kid killer.
Damn, second Moria.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Because besides that Jack, we haven't seen other typical top
Like
end,
top end.
right?
No.
E-shows, man, even Sabos, the big Sabos.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
None
No
of
other
that.
top end. No.
Okay.
I think he does have something in hand. I just cannot tell what it is.
We know he's lost 2 Morias, Nightloaf. But this is tough because that, oh man, these are large swings that are big swords coming down on Nightloaf here next turn. 4 cards in hand.
4 Dawn still left.
Rebecca.
Yes, he does have a Rebecca, so I'm assuming he's going to play the Rebecca.
But then also here with right, doing a 10 swing is too desperate, right? Like Dustpan definitely counters out of that successfully, and then you just lose on the crackback. Like there's 2 Dawn up. Just a simple Rad Beam like nulls that move. So a 4-drop Rebecca to get a 2K counter back to hand seems all right. I don't think there's anything more to do here. If you had a Brook, you might play it, but it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It was a strange game for sure from Dustpan's side, as he didn't get a typical animal swarm going on, right? And it was an interesting game from Nightloaf as well. We didn't see any Morias come down, unfortunately.
Okay, so the spandom from the Rebecca.
Hey, we get a
getting
zero
the
cost event.
which I think that's actually pretty big.
That's something.
Yeah.
Now, if Dustpan here has a 3rd rusher, that could be really problematic.
Which, I mean, he might. It looks like he does.
Wonder what that 3 to the side's about.
Could be Zoro.
No, I'll tell you what it is. It wouldn't be great, but it could be Fire Fist. Reduce the Sabo, Fire Fist.
Okay, we're going 7 at life.
And
we're gonna
block. There's the Zoro.
That's
And another
7 at life.
Oof. We still have a 4 in hand from
Yeah.
Gerald. We know he has an 8, right? So one of these 7s has to get cleared by this 8, the 0 cost event.
He might have another Zoro.
No way.
Yeah, he might just go.
I don't really know the anatomy of these Zoro lists. I don't know if they devote how many spots do you think to the Rush Zoro?
Okay, so he's gonna block it.
Can't take that.
Going 10 at life.
Yep. That's a lot of money, 10.
Goodino. Thanks for the follow.
Taking that, can't deal with it, and here's the rest. Is that
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe?
And that's it. He couldn't get out of it. And on the crack back, I believe. Yeah. We just have to go.
I didn't see the whole drop of the hand, so I actually did not see how much counter it was, but
It looked like it could have been 2 0 cost though.
maybe. But I'm pretty sure Dustpan took it.
It looks pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and get official confirmation there, because on the crackback, Dustpan would lose. No blockers. So we just have to make sure that it was the correct amount of counter. But pretty interesting finish. Should we get the confirmation here that Lucci did take it, or Zoro did take it. Didn't do its typical animal
Oh
thing.
no, it's the regional all over again. We glazed the wrong player.
Oh, it was
He won.
Gerald. Gerald won.
Perfect counter.
Perfect counter.
And then Dawson just said, "All right, bro."
Was it
Makes
two?
sense, he
Was
didn't have
it
life.
2-0 cost there? Like I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that would get there.
Which is actually kind of interesting.
2-0
2-0 cost.
2-0 cost.
Manga or Jamangana noob. Thanks for that follow.
Yeah. Yeah, 2-0 cost would take it over the edge then and give him the counter that he needs. That's crazy though, because yeah, on the wow. All right. Cool. Well, we'll go ahead and take a look at the rest of the games here and see where they're at. So, bringing here round 3 shortly. Stay tuned. All right, and we're going in with our next round. Our players are setting up. We'll see some familiar faces joining us here in just a second.
Ah, there it is.
Without a t-shirt on today,
There it
is
is.
Greed.
Tank top greed.
Tank top Greed. And over here, gracing us with the hair before it's gone. It's Evan with, I believe, starter 14 Luffy against Greed's Kaido, purple Kaido, making a return. I know I think Mark's getting excited here as a former pilot of the Kaido, just a lover of the Kaido in general.
Yeah,
I mess around with it too.
It's the Buzzwole of Pokemon or One Piece. It's the Buzzwole of.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I haven't. I know. Kaido is just very exciting. I as soon as I saw Black Maria and the search event, being able to search for your Onigashimas.
It's some shenanigans you can do late game, like with Black Maria. Thanks to Black Maria. So we'll see, of course, and Greed, Brandon's going to be a great pilot to show us the way. Of course, some of these first questions are, will I draw my stage? Was that it?
Do I need to draw my stage? That's the thing, right? Like,
What?
am I going to
gonna
search
start
my
it?
stage?
No, you just start your stage.
I mean, if you go first.
If you're the best.
If you go first, you just search, next turn, play it.
Yeah. Here, Brandon may want to take the second curve away from the starter 14 Luffy. Not sure. We'll see how he wants to jive with this game here. Can still be a tricky matchup. I've played a couple of. I wanted to play some Kaido versus starter 14 Luffy. It's tough, but like if you get a good turn later in the game with the 10 drop Kaido on a turn where there's no active Sabo spell, you could take the game away from. It's been the same with Lucci and starter 14. Like if they just don't have Sabo spell out and a Moria next turn, like your 10 drop Kaido is just great because it probably blew up 3 to 4 characters. Like you probably got there to 10 because you were ramping, doing your job, right? So it's hard for Black to just kind of come back with all that. Their best response, of course, is a Moria to then just combo into other things like Rebecca and so on. So the amount of Morias that Evan sees, the amount of Sabo spells at the right moment to play around what Kaido wants to do. That'll be some of what we have to look forward to. See here on Evan's side, I think he's not a fan of the one drop Straw Hat Thousand Sunny stage. If I'm not mistaken, maybe that's changed. I don't, for example, have it in my list. Some choose not to include it in theirs. It's kind of like that 51st card for me, where I also want to run it at more copies. So it's kind of a tricky situation. But you see it, right? Did he start that, or did he top draw it?
He started it.
We see Greed with that stage in hand. Evan taking that first life, going down to 4. And we're going to ramp 1 here with our stage. So things going according to plan so far for Greed. Maybe we'll see a king next turn. That's my counter to a 4 drop Kuzan. There it is. So let's see if Greed here has a 6 drop king to take out that Kuzan. Shiki is a very nice little blocker as well. Later stage of the game for some draw circulation. Ooh, that's a 6. So probably not a king. Yep, it's going to be a 5 instead. We have 6. We get to draw a card and ramp. Not bad, It's on this turn again where I wish I would have had a king. because that Kuzan does
Mhm.
demand respect. But I mean, so early on in the game, that Kuzan can still fall to other methods. This Sunday probably goes down. You're going to see a 5 swing reduce the Sunday. Greed may take this first hit, depending on how their hand looks. That's kind of how, like, I'll debate as Kaido. Like, if my hand's not great, I'll take the first life. If not, I'll probably counter. Oh, careful there. Oh, it's a trigger. Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know
Search
that.
the top 5.
Yeah, animal pirates or Big Mom pirates, and I didn't know that Greed ran that in their list. So
Oh yeah, I think you have to at this point
well, I don't know
because
that it's
it
in
searches
mine.
for Onigashima.
Oh, that's true. Dodoy.
That's what I was saying.
Is it not in my list? No, it's gotta be. Here's the thing. I don't know what's in my own list.
I did not see what he searched for though.
Yeah, that's fair. We're gonna see a 7 swing, leaving up 4. Man, a second Kuzan? That's annoying.
That would actually be really
That's
bad.
really annoying, because, like,
I don't think it would be the second Kuzan though.
I mean, otherwise Rebecca doesn't seem amazing.
He does have a second Kuzan though.
We all see it.
I didn't see it.
I
I
want
didn't
him
see
to
it.
do
I
it
didn't see
because
it.
it would be a little frustrating. It would be a good, like a skill check. What does Greed do? Because a king could take out 1 Kuzan, but 2
Not
Kuzans,
both,
not
yeah.
both. We're swinging into 1 Kuzan for sure. That's something we could do. Greed, of course,
Could play the
deciding.
Borsalino, which is also not bad. Just can't get KO'd.
It's not bad. No, and I mean, it depends on what Evan has in hand too. If he has a Moria to bring back a later Kuzan, maybe you don't need to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate countering here as Greed, because you might be bound to you might be in store for getting hit on by like Big Jack or Moria later. We are taking the hit. Conserve the counter for later, going down to 3 life.
Rebecca.
Okay, so we're going to
grabbing the
be
T-bone,
content with Rebecca.
playing-
Okay,
yeah.
now that's fine.
Yeah.
Because we did reduce. We did reduce without like a die or something on there. I forgot as well that the cost of that Miss Sunday was reduced by the Kuzan, and so that Rebecca play to get the Brook is pretty strong. Pretty strong.
Drew into another Onigashima.
It's kind of a similar problem for Greed because it's not a Kuzan, but it's another character that can reduce some cost. Oh,
Hello.
there we are.
10,
Because we hit the
Kaido.
10. We hit the 10. It's Mark's favorite card. It's Dark Hole in the form of a monster.
You guys can't see it, but Mark is smiling.
And crying. It's kind of unsettling. Downsides, we did lose some Dawn, right? But this was a turn where Evan didn't have a Sabo spell. Rebecca is not going to be enough. It's going to get taken out with the rest. So now on Evan's 7 turn.
I think so.
It's crazy, right? Because like that's definitely not 8. So you can't see you can't see Moria, you can't see an Isho. Could see a Jack here, but a Jack versus 10 drop Kaido turn, not great.
I think that is 8. He went second.
Very good. So it's 8, and Brandon has 7 or more cards in hand.
Yeesh.
All right, that's something. Shuffle up. We're gonna lose 2 cards here from hand. Get ready.
2 sides.
All right, we took out 2K counter and a rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Not bad hits at all.
Was it King or was it
Yeah.
Albert? I can't
King.
remember. Yeah, because Albert turns into King. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. So not terrible. And of course, do we go to 8 here as Brandon? We do 7 to 1, 2.
Yeah, he
3,
goes
4,
7 and then
5.
1 rested for
8.
Onigashima.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, but he did have the Black Maria.
And we had to counter with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had to, because we see another stage in hand for Brandon, he could play it.
He could.
That is an option.
If he has another Black Maria, I don't see it. But if he does, he could just go ahead and use leader skill, trash a life, Black Maria, gain all the Dawn back.
So that's fine. This Isho is scary. This Isho sticking, rather, is scary. Because we don't have a one-card solution for this. King can't do anything about it. If there was a 9-drop Kaido in the deck, that can't do anything about it. 9-drop Mom can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
This Isho is a problem. Of course, a 10-cost Kaido can deal with it, but that's very expensive.
Yeah, you can't do it at this turn anyway.
And you can't do it here.
Yeah.
That's right. That might be one of the inherent obstacles in this matchup here. Like, you got Moria to worry about. You got the whole color in general to worry about. But, like, Isho? Isho, though. Gonna give up a 1 for that 5. Yeah, maybe understanding that a king could come down for a rush, so this one will take. And just want to make sure. We will be taking this one, going down to 3 life as Evan. And oh, he also took that second. Oh, yeah, of course, that was a 12. We took that for sure. Now, oh, we got a Sanji. Who's on Sanji? So 1 Dawn's going to go on our Isho and reduce everything on the board by 3. That's going to happen. It looks like Evan has a Dawn simply for that. 1 Dawn different from the rest of them. And the other Dawn's probably going to go on Luffy. So Luffy can get his stat buff by 1k. Putting the Dawn on the Isho, using the Isho to get the reduction. That will bring down Kaido from 10 to 7. King from 7 to 4? I think it's a 7-cost king.
Yes. Yes, it is 7.
Brilliant. Will we spend 7 Dawn on a Jack? And maybe use that effect to take out the king? We have to reduce it a little bit more. We could simply attack, Dawn up the Isho, swing into the king. There's also not a ton of hand left this Kaido. Donning up to swing at the 10-drop Kaido may not be the best route. Oh, but a simple 5 swing at lead.
Interesting.
Let's give up some counter from hand. It's already down a 3 or 4. 3 now in hand for Brandon. Very low hand size here. And counter-wise, I think there's 2 0-cost events in Brandon's hand. Plus something else that may or may not have counter. But fantastic new card there. You see it up on the screen. The 7-drop King from OP08. Giving you something else to do on those Dawn turns. And get an extra bit of aggression in there. Love to see it. Still haven't seen the Dawn get, like, quickly placed on the Isho. You think it would have, right? Maybe Evan's thinking of something else to do here.
I think so. The way he does have it spaced out, which I also think is kind of weird. Being at 10 Dawn, you know, and not even donning up your leader to just get that effect.
If his goal is to maybe get Brandon to play a specific way, because yeah, that is weird to just not don up your leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're still pondering using your Dawn for characters. The second this Isho swings, right? If we haven't solved the Kaido problem, the Kaido deals with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's annoying. All right, the 1 is finally going on. and we're going to go lead, and we're going to get the reduction. That swing will connect, of course. We're going to go 5, take out the king. Now it's been reduced, and play down a Kuzan. That's not bad.
I see. Yep.
That's not bad. So we keep a character active that can reduce further. We have a big boy rested, sure. Not too bad. It could have been insane if Brandon had another 10 drop in hand and was at 10 right now. Let's go. But he's not. Let's go. 5-12. Darkholic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that 5? Remathing here real quick. Maybe he's intending to go for Isho with that swing. Yep, I think so. Depending on what's in hand, I'm not sure if doing leader skill here is enough to go for lethal. Because you only have 2 swings here as Brandon, and there's 2 life out. So even if you trash 1 life, you have 2 swings. It'd be pretty risky to do, I think. There is a Moria, I think it looks like, and it's a hefty amount of hand as Evan. Maybe the true reason why Brandon wouldn't go for that. And 4, 5 to save the Isho. Or is that for life? I think that was for life, wasn't it?
I think it was life.
Yeah, I think so. That makes more sense. It's that 5 Dawn left, maybe for a queen, if we have one. 12 at Isho. I like it. We still have the Kuzan to contend with, but that's not that hard. Okay, and we get 1, and we draw 1. Did not use our island for it. That's okay.
So now you're at 10 done as greed. Next turn.
I'm scared for this Kaido.
Kaido?
Well,
9 Kaido?
If greed were to keep this 10 drop Kaido, I think there's an argument for yes, on greed's next turn he could go for game. Right now Evan needs to not put down a blocker Sabo. Rebecca might be all right, but I think blocker Sabo would just mean that Brandon couldn't go for game. We're choosing the target on the reduction. I think he wanted to do Kaido at first, but changed his mind to Sunday. So Sunday may be down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 went to lead. Brandon taking that, which is very interesting. Maybe Evan will go for lethal. Is that too risky?
He does have Sabo in hand. So I think now it just forces Evan to think, do I go for a game? Do I do the safe bet and block her up? Or what?
So it is unfortunate that if Evan were to go for game, he wouldn't get the additional 1K since there isn't a character of cost.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that math that's annoying as well. Evan's brilliant. I'm sure he's considering that if there's like 2 0 costs in hand, he can possibly get there, and then I'm toast on the crackback. I might look through Greed's discard pile there and see like, hey, how many 0 costs have you used? Yeah, this is tough here. Because the trouble with the Sabo is that it's kind of passive, because that's 5 you have to spend for it. And then the leader skill from Kaido may still happen, the trashing of life, then a 12k swing that clears because Evan's hand's probably not great. Yeah, I think Evan would feel a lot safer if this 10-drop Kaido was gone. Didn't see a single Ice Age, I don't think, this game. Our reduction has mainly come from the Isho and the Kuzans.
Mm-hmm.
No Jack either. But yeah, that 12 drop, sorry, that 10 drop Kaido is demanding the respect here from Evan. And Evan's committing to the 7 swing at lead now. Let's assess the hand. And a 0 will get rid of the stage, putting Brandon down to, I believe, 3 in hand.
Moria.
A drop Moria will come down.
So we're going to play the Rebecca. And what's your secondary?
I might think Brooke comes down from Rebecca.
Guess. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you do KO the. Yep.
And so he didn't choose a target for the Moria. And
so
the wheel.
That's another 7.
And a 7 lead. Show us the second 0 cost.
Yeah.
For an identical cost as well. He paid for it with another stage. Love it. Okay. So now it's 1 blocker, 1 body, and lead. And all the Dawn you need. Does he have Black Maria in hand? This is where like a clutch what is it, Sheep's Horn to rest. Or black bug, that's something else. But Sheep's Horn could rest that little 4-drop blocker there.
I'm just gonna do a 12.
Testing the waters here.
I think you.
Block to be safe.
Sure.
Yeah. Because if Brandon were to Yup, and there's the second 10 drop. Pretty good. Now here's Brandon. I'm thinking, do you have another Moria? To kind of regain your pieces? No. It's so frustrating. Because you're just like, oh. Firstly, I didn't think I'd get to do this twice. You have another Moria? For another Rebecca? All right, I guess. Because this is truly like whittling down the other side as Kaido.
Yeah, now it's got Evan just I don't know.
He's nearly at the awakening point. We might be toast.
Yeah. Which I mean he has 5 cards in hand. I believe that's 5 anyways. So it's
yeah, that Moria did not get to stick around for very long at all. At least the Isho stuck around for like 2 turns. Yeah, it's one of those like maybe he didn't see that coming. 10 drop Kaido, or just like, you know, one of those like if I did Sabo here, it may not be that strong. Or maybe he doesn't have the second Kaido. But we need to get some footing here. Ooh, a 10. And we'll take that. Pass it back over. Going up to 7. Draw 1. Now, we just start with a 12. May not be able to close it out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
But does Greed have a blocker? All in. All the Dawn are going on. But then the blocker takes care of that. Yeah, and that's it. Unfortunately, Brandon couldn't. Dang, that's unfortunate. But we do see, what, 2, 4, and that's it. That for counter, those are 2 kings.
Yeah.
So Evan's going to take it. Wow, what a crazy, interesting game there. I know it might have been really scary for Evan there, dealing with 2 board removal effects from the 10 drop Kaido. But man, he was able to take it there. Like I said, it was really hard to get all the way there. But congratulations to Evan. So we'll go and congratulate our players here and bring you guys round 4. I think that's round.
Yeah,
Four?
I believe we're going into 4.
Yeah,
here,
we're going into 4 here in just a second. So stay tuned. And we're back at it here with round number 4 of our Oviedo versus Games tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll see some familiar faces here in just a second. I believe one hasn't changed at all. And we have Nightloaf back here again. So we're going to have Luchidor. And we have Evan in his same seat. Didn't even switch sides with the starter deck Luffy. So a mono black matchup. As I was kind of riffing earlier, I was like, who's going to see more Morias? Who's going to see more Jacks? What else? What else could we see? Rebecca's? Sabos? What else is on the game of possibilities? Ice Ages. Who sees more Ice Ages? Kuzans. 4 drops, of course.
Sure.
Who will take second? These are questions. But yeah, it's been an interesting format tonight. Saw Crocodile. Wasn't expecting that. Saw some chickens. Definitely wasn't expecting that.
I'm sure they were tasty.
All right, dude.
I'm just saying, Nightloaf over here just went up against it.
Yeah, that's right. You guys missed it, but we were informed that Nightloaf went straight through those chickens.
Yeah.
They did not stand a chance.
Yeah. Crazy.
Just ended the train of chickens.
Yeah.
I don't think, as I was trying to observe from the first game here with Evan, I don't think he plays the stage.
I don't think so either. I know there's a lot. Yeah, I know there's a lot of the starter Luffys that actually don't. They just.
I could see why and why not. I mean, there's so many cards you want to play, and of so many copies too. You know, before you'd have some decks, maybe some Lucci decks, for example, do 2 Kuzans. Now it's like, nah, Luffy wants 4 Kuzans. Luffy wants 4 Brooks. You know, so you gotta operate in 4s from a deck building perspective as Luffy, and so that might cut into some of your techie spots there. Not that, because the stage is good. At very least, it'll just draw you a card, right? But, sometimes, you know, you just want to run a full thing of Jacks or some more 8-drop Sabos, maybe. Wow, what a way to just dump the... Yeah. All right. We're going to find some counter at least. And see a Jack gone. Tap 2, a similar move. We're going to see some search. And the brand new gets us a Kuzan. And yeah, it was, you know, Evan looks like he won the coin flip, taking the second curve. Yeah, not a great one. All right, we got a Sanji out of life at least. Presumably here, as Evan will see him go and take this life. Actually, sorry, I thought that was going to be an 8. Leader already swung. So we're going to see the 4-drop Kuzan surely. So we're just going to probably see a 5. Or maybe we'll see this brand new get in for some action right quick. Brand new into Spandam. Then probably just a 5 lead and then a 4-drop Kuzan to draw us a card. Round off the turn. And possibly thinking, what are the consequences of me playing this 4-drop Kuzan, maybe? What could Nightloaf do to get rid of it on 5? I would think my Kuzan would be safe. I would probably just go and play it. And do a simple 5 lead. He's going to start off with the Kuzan. And he's not going to attack. At all. Okay. Leaving Nightloaf at 5 life, of course. Lucci going in for the swing. Reducing the Kuzan by 1. Gonna counter that 1. Oh. Ooh, the Who's Who coming down and trashing a card from the hand. It's going to go ahead and take out the Kuzan. Pretty good. Evan not wanting to give Nightloaf a card. Now he's decided, yeah, it's fine. So let's go ahead and swing at life and play down a Sanji to take out the Who's Who. Pretty good card, Who's Who, coming out of OP08, a brand new 2K, as well as a body and removal. Now, of course, this Sanji is 1 cost larger than it is, thanks to the Luffy. So is the brand new. Could make it for some annoyances for Nightloaf as far as removing things go. Might have to do some extra effort to get things in the right cost range. Here on 7, you might see a Jack come down to set up future turns. That might be what's happening here. 5 and reducing the Sanji by 1. Taking out a Who's Who and a 0 cost event. Will Evan protect this life? Nope. We're going to take that. It looks like it might have been a Sabo at a life there. Nightloaf separating a 4 and 2. Maybe for a Rebecca play. Not sure what the 2 could be for. Alternatively, I can't tell if there's more than 10. Oh, okay. We're going to take out Sanji. Sanji will go from 6 to 3. And the Kaku will take care of the Sanji. Very good. We're going to return those 2. Yeah, Kaku's still making appearances here in Luchador. Love to see it. And I believe now we are on the 8 Dawn turn as Evan. So we didn't see Nightloaf come down for a 7 Jack. Maybe we'll just see a simple 5 and 8 Moria come down here for Evan. Pretty straightforward turn. Countering 1 with the Spandine. Pretty good. Yep, we're going to get the Kuzan. I don't think we had a target for the second Moria pick, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, we have brand new out there still on the board, so it's all good. Still get to draw an extra card thanks to the Kuzan. Now that we have an A-drop on the board, the Luffy's secondary effect gets to kick in as soon as it gets a Dawn. It will gain an extra K. Pretty good. Pretty interesting strategies from it. So Lucci traditionally doing what it does, right? But then Luffy kind of comes in with like an anti-strategy in that it will just boost its own cost and make itself out of range for certain shenanigans from Lucci. Again, let's see what kind of shenanigans Lucci can do back. I see a couple of Ice Ages, I believe.
Yep, just a couple of Ice Ages. I think I saw a Jack.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as we enter the later stages of the game here, we got to respect the Kuzan. Of course, we have to respect the 9K body and that Moria. We have to establish our own big boys as Nightloaf. Maybe the Jack to target down that that Kuzan as the first, like, all right, I mean, we can't take out both Moria and Kuzan. We start there with Moria or Kuzan and see what happens. 1 Dawn going on Kaku. Going for a 7 lead. Will Evan give us cards? No, he won't. He will take that hit. And for 1, we'll Ice Age. I think we chose the Moria. Yep. It's been reduced enough thanks to the leader's skill. And we can just take it out with the Jack. So yeah, we can't take out both targets, right? We chose to take on the Moria. This leaves us with a big body on our side as Nightloaf. And we still have Kaku as well to threaten a whenever that Kuzan swings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Evan, does he have another Moria? I think he does. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's what's so discouraging on Sim is just like, it's just so strong. And every set comes out, you just get more and more stuff. And you're just like, all right, I have this really cool deck idea. It's almost there. But it's all for naught if they have a second Moria. And of course they do. They always do. Or it's
I think he has another. I think he has.
okay, they dawned up, right? They have 9 Dawn left.
Yeah.
Do they have Sabo, Rebecca? Of course they do. All right.
I think Evan's seen 3 Moria this game so far. I think he has another one in hand.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, he does. 2 Isho too.
That is a significant amount of non-counter, though.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, you can see if one side gets a really good hit in, oh, it's tough to respond sometimes. You think you want to prioritize the Jack as Evan? Do you start with that's only 3 cards in hand as Nightloaf though.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go 6 with Kuzan at the Kaku? Reducing Jack? No, reducing Jack seems bad, right? Because Jack is naturally +4.
Yeah, he's
So, like, that's
11 right now.
Yeah, so that's just like not feasible. Like, yeah. That's crazy. You know, you can't use double Ice Age on him.
Yeah.
Like that's how we're not gonna go that far. That's way too deep. Ugh. It might just be 5 lead? No. Are we actually gonna go 6 in Kaku? That's 2 Ice Ages on Nightloaf that are gone, at least. Evan just thinking about what could happen. Yeah, these E-shows might be duds, though. For the next couple of turns. So, a 5 lead, reduce the Kaku, because, yeah, reducing the Jack is just no good. Nightloaf will take this, going down from 4 to 3. And I believe giving him the 4th card in hand. There's Moria.
Playing another Moria to...
This time we get a Brook and a
Yep.
Spandam. Pretty good. And we do get a choice of 2K. I like taking the Suru, personally. That Tashigi is so good for kind of doing what that Brook did, coming in on the 4 or less slot for Moria. You can do the same thing with Tashigi and get a Spandam. Oh, we're going to attack it. Interesting. Okay. Get a counter out of hand. You can still take a life from Nightloaf, and we tried to take out the Jack, but it wasn't successful. That's okay. We still have a Kuzan on board, a Brook to reduce things with. Really, we're trying to keep this Moria as Evan. I'm just hoping that it stays. Because, of course, the leader is boosted. It is at 6 this turn. The 6 might have been lead, and the reduction was on, Kuzan. And now the Kuzan is taken out by the Jack. We will draw, and... Wow. Okay, Stussy. That's a card I haven't seen in a while. But not surprising in a Lucci deck. Jeez. So yeah, unfortunately, Stussy is great for that 1-to-1, you know. Give up something and just straight up KO something else. Of course, it's searchable. Still a very good card. Now, for Evan, this is like, all right, as Nightloaf, do you have another Moria? Also, as Evan, you're thinking, man, I can't get my leader skill to stick. my 1K bonus. Because Nightloaf has been successfully taking out big boy after big boy that Evan drops. Crazy powerful. Lucci still doing its thing even without the stage. Who would have thought?
I don't think it was ever really needed. I think it just...
I mean, the trigger is just nasty.
Yeah, I mean, it
right?
just
Imagine
gave
if
it an edge. Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher, but you know the Animal Pirate stage could trigger.
Onigashima.
Yeah.
Which I think that stage should trigger.
Dog.
I'm being brutally
I,
honest.
oh my.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh
but
my
God.
god.
But it would be great.
Four Miss Sunday, 4 stage triggers, right? Okay, good. And 4 0 cost. Okay, I'm ramping. I'm gonna ramp.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure every
Best
color
format.
has a trigger stage, except purple.
Upper yard is not a trigger.
It is.
Upper yard?
Upper yard?
I don't think it is.
I played the deck like 3 days ago. Hold on. If I'm wrong, then
I hope I'm wrong. I have a feeling it's not.
it is not.
Oh,
There's a
buckaroo.
trigger that lets you play the stage, though, right?
1000%.
Am I wrong?
1000% there is, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that deck also
It's
just
good.
did
Evan's
a lot
still thinking about what
to
he's
play
doing.
upper yard.
Calgar's broken, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty fun deck. Okay. Yeah, we're still deciding what we're doing here as Evan. Is that a scary point in the game? It's crazy how the difference in hand between Evan and Nightloaf is crazy. Pretty sure you can multiply Nightloaf's hand by 3. Yeah, and you might get there as as hand life for Evan. Oh, is that 5 Dawn? No way. Evan might not have a clean way to deal with this jack here, because it basically forces you to attack into it. This jack is so crazy. So yeah, we're going 9. It will actually work. That's nuts. What do you think? 3 cards in hand as Nightloaf. The 9 swing from Luffy connected. Does Nightloaf just not care about using a 2K to protect Jack? I mean, maybe he didn't have one.
There's a possibility he might have another one in hand.
No, it's 1 Dawn. We're gonna set that to 4. Sorry, and Sanji will come in and clean up. Nice. Nice. All right. Kind of trying to reestablish a board here as well. Only one that didn't get in there was Helmeppo. But I don't think we want to put that back in trash. And what harm could it really do to us right here at this stage? Now with now 4 cards in hand as Nightloaf, does he have a Moria to kind of try and come back in here? I think I saw a Rebecca. Simple 5 lead. No, but I think Nightloaf has trashed a couple of Moria in this game as well. Unfortunately, from some mills. I'd be doing the double check on it now. Can I remove the Sanji and the Brook, both of which are, well, all of the characters on board currently for Evan are boosted by 1. 1 cost. And deciding if we're going to counter here. Yep, we're going to counter 1 with the Sabo. 1 less Sabo to deal with. We are going to get in there with the Helmeppo for 6. 6? 5?
It's 5.
Thank you. Double checking here. What are you going to do with 4 and 4? Rebecca, Borsellino. There is a Moria in hand for Nightloaf. And give up another 1 as Evan. Stay at 2 life. See this Moria turn through. Oh, and if you take 1 here, leaving Nightloaf still at 3 life. Like, all of Evan's efforts have just been, like, board removal. Okay, we're going to give up a Borsalino's counter, and there it is. Moria is coming back. Or really just coming out for the first time, as Nightloaf has not seen one. So Rebecca's coming out here. What are we going to see with it? Spandam. Spandam to do some search. My goodness. Okay, but at least we got removal and draw as part of it. And now we'll get Spandine to replace the Spandam. Do the Spandine's effect. Send 3. Gonna see Lucci come down here. I did miss where this reduction with the Lucci ability went. Presumably the Brook.
I also missed it.
And we're going to see 3 return back for the Lucci.
Oh yeah, Jerry comboed off like the last turn.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, Nightloaf had an epic Stussy there. That was half of the big plays that you missed. And it was just like that. Blink and you miss it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Lucci's going to do his thing. Sending 3 back to the bottom. Yeah. I was wondering about this. I was holding this bag. I was like, did Nightloaf miss the yup? Only Spandam gets taken out because the increase of cost onto Brook. And I was wondering, I was like, he's doing this very confidently, but he's moving in with intention. I don't think he's seen it, but the Brook is going to survive. That just hits a little bit. He's like, now do you even want to put it in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's think about this. Nah. Pass it back over to Evan. Crazy. Yep. Everything gets a boost. It's not the stage that does it. Although it helps. Now we're doing 2. All right, take out the Spandy, and that's fine. Now, with such a small hand, I feel like we could just poke with the Brook here, reduce something. Or are we intending to use our big units there? We've been holding on to these E-shows in hand as Evan for a while. And still another Kuzan in hand as well. Oh, eyeing up 2. Now, one of those Dons going on the leader for sure. All right, 5 lead, reduce the Lucci. Or the Rebecca. And it's debating. It could have been an Ice Age, I guess, but like it could have taken out the Brook. It already did its job though. Now Sanji's getting in there for 6. And we're gonna block that as Nightloaf. Another Moria comes down. Luffy will go up to 7k power this turn. We're choosing our targets. Suru coming down with Brook. I think the target's going to be this Lucci. Yep. Bring that down to 2. Bring down. Yep, that did it. The Brook already reduced it by 1 earlier, and that was the 3 that it was missing. So now that Brook takes out the Lucci, passing it back over to Nightloaf. With only Spandam and Moria remaining, 1 life, and about 4 or 5 cards in hand. Things still a little shaky. Oh, that looks like there might be like 6. I think 1 to 2 of them are the Tempest Kick. Again, though, it's always just like, okay, the other player responds with a big boy and some other side threats that you kind of want to deal with as well. And it's like, you can't do it all. That's kind of how these turns have just been playing. Dealing with the priority. Getting to the end here as Nightloaf. Facing down full board. Respectable board as well. We're going to go 5 into 4 to force out a 2K. Milling, Helmeppo, and a Jack. Does Evan have the 2K to pay for this? Is that 3 or 4 cards in hand as Evan as well? Evan one's having about like 9 cards in hand, but clearly gotten there over time. And that reduction is going to go on the other Brook. We're going to pay for that first swing with a 2K. One of these Brooks may go, but not both. Unless you pay more money. Ooh, and we are. Yeah. 9 into 4 is clearing. Now we still have all of our done. We only have 1 life left. This is kind of where we might think about blocking up, but those top 3 cards are not blockers, though. Draw 1. We have 10 or more. We can reduce further. So that Brook is now at 0. And there's an Ice Age coming on, presumably the Moria. But that Brook is at 0. That Moria may be at 4 now. Or it was on the Sanji. The Sanji would be at... Yeah, that makes more sense. Sanji would be at 7? Yeah. And Ice Age would bring it down to 2. And the Lucci will clear both of them. We get a blocker. We get the Lucci. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see if it's enough. As we only have 1 life. Ooh, a Sanji to take out that Rebecca for sure. That is still a hefty amount of Dawn, though.
Yes, you are correct. Sanji was at 6. I believe I didn't see it down underneath the leader.
I think that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What? What's wrong?
Okay, there goes the Dawn under the leader. Starting off with a 7. I guess this will tell us everything. Like, if you want to block straight away, sure. That might tell me that you don't have counter. I mean, similarly here. Oh no, we're going for the Moria. Going 13.
Holy shit.
And we are going to pay for that. The Sanji will come down to take out the Lucci. Man, these two dealing blows left and right.
V-Dog Girl, thanks for the raid.
Thank you so much. Yo, chat, make sure you all go and follow V-Dog Girl right there. We just gave him a quick shout out.
V-Dog
Thank you so much for that raid. We really appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream.
And there it is. Okay, good.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, so we're just here on our locals tonight. Very nice, Blue Dofi. Yeah, I know Dofi's gonna go crazy in 09.
Hell, just the starter deck's coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
Power
Oh,
boost.
Yeah, that's gonna be nuts.
Thanks for the follow as well.
I'm not sure that lethal is free here, but the 6 will take the 9. Oh boy. I think Gerald will just throw all of the stun on Spandam and just go for it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Huh.
All right, and this is the route we are choosing to take. We're gonna go. Oh, yep, blocker,
Sure, yep.
blocker, combi wombi, with Rebecca and Sabo. Just to you know, maybe that wouldn't have connected.
I mean, it does look like a big hand, so I can see.
It is an extra
why
K
you'd
of
be scared.
power as well they have to deal with because that Luffy ability got full value.
Mhm.
So now can we connect with these 2 blockers out there? Hand being minimal. Maybe we start with a 7. Don't hate that 7 swing coming from the Luffy right away. Honestly, right? What do you stand to lose by going 7? And then, I mean, I don't love that Suru's starting off as a 0, but let's see how Evan decides to math this out. It looks like he's wanting to start with 3.
Yeah, good luck on your raid.
Wait, what are you rating?
Setting that 1 Dawn aside. Nope, yeah, I think he's going to start with a 7. Thinking about the possibilities here.
Raid the channel and run. God, I'm so wow brained. Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
Yep, 7. We're testing the hand. Gonna take it. And 2 blockers and some counter.
2 blockers in dream.
How much Dawn is that on the? Well, it's 6-3-1. No, it's not. It's 5-3-1. So 7. Give up Rebecca here. 7-7-9. So, is there 2K counter in that hand? Is the question. Oh, there's 8.
Oh, they ran out of time too.
Okay. So can you do? Don't you just do 8, 9? Right? 8's the same amount of cards as a 7.
I mean, it would depend because if he has 2 2Ks in hand, he still gets out with an 8 against me.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, donning up the gecko doesn't seem like, I think you just go for it, right? Even if you block her up here with a Sabo, I don't think that's enough to save you.
I go up to Gerald and I'm like, hey, did you guys hear the time call? And he's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm just like, I just want this to end. Please, Evan.
He's like, kill me, please. Please kill me.
I mean, I feel like it's just 8 and 9.
I got the fingers out. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
7-10. Is that really crazy different? You know it's crazy when the fingers come out. Yep. 8. Double 2K.
Here comes double 2K.
Double 2K.
9.
Yeah.
We're gonna block.
That's it. On the crackback. Yep. That's it. That's going to be it for Nightloaf.
Yep.
He will take it.
Nightloaf takes it.
So we ran out of counter there at the end. And this game was so weird in that, like, both sides just removing the other side and then just going, all right, what do you got next? And then that was answered with Amoria, right? Or, just got there. So Evan taking just a hot second there to make sure that, like, finding out all the possibilities. If Nightloaf has a double 2K there at the end, you can get out of it, right? So, like, taking a second to make sure you have all your lines and possible plays in place. But we have our victor here. Glad that, Nightloaf was able to take that, right? I'm sure he must have felt good about that. Just going, I know I have the counter to survive here.
I don't care.
I feel good about this now, but I just need this to be over, was the vibe. And all right, it is. And so I think with Bandai rules, we may be done. Oh, that's it was 16.
I thought it was 17.
Got it. Yeah, I thought I heard it was
Players
17 as well.
later, but that doesn't change the round.
Yes.
So
Gotcha.
Keep jamming for a second.
Okay.
Can we make sure on that?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think unfortunately we caught up with Vex. Vex lost one of his rounds. Actually, it was to Nightloaf. Nightloaf was able to remove and stop the train of chickens.
Yes. Yeah, he took those chickens to the fryer.
That was the end there. What else did we see that was interesting out there? There was like a red yellow Sabo.
It's over?
It's over?
Yeah, because the players entered late. And,
Cool. All right.
I'm going to jump in next.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and see our players, but you guys have a good rest of your night. And Mark, we'll see you in just a second. Stay tuned.
And that's going to be another wrap for this one, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can check out our latest video upload right here. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. And as always, keep on gaming, gamers versus games.